Oh god, this is so much TMI. I don't even know which one I'm going to cut out. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lade, and if this is your first time on my channel, a very big welcome to you. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can see more from me. On this video, I'm going to be talking all about postpartum. Let me not say all, because honestly there's so much to say, but I've tried really hard to make it just 10 of the top things that I experienced after vaginal delivery or vaginal birth. But I believe that every pregnancy, whether or not you carried it to full term, is a miracle. Every pregnancy is supernatural, and every childbirth is supernatural. I mean, life, we're talking about life, came out of nothing. I had a vaginal birth and my baby was 9.6 pounds, about 4.3 kg. So yeah, she was a big baby, and I did get second degree tear. So yeah, now you know that my top 10, I mean, this is a TMI video. I'm going really personal here, so if you're not comfortable hearing about down there, just maybe stop the video. So yeah, in no particular order, bleeding. And this is just the initial bleeding. Hey, my goodness. I mean, there's so much blood. There's just so much blood involved, and you've just been stitched up. I mean, they stitched me up after the whole birth process because, of course, I had a tear. And so the first time you get up, there's going to be a gushing, I'm not even kidding, of blood. And I remember vividly the nurse that was helping out, that was on duty at the time when I had to go pee after the delivery. So they put all these layers of bed pads and stuff, and so we had to carry, you have to carry the pad, like hold it in front and hold it at the back because of the amount of blood. And yes, it's going to drip. TMI is really going to. So I mean, at this time, all the well-wishers and friends and family, apart from whoever's going to be sleeping in the hospital that night with you, at this time they should excuse you if they're still there. Why are they even still there in the first place? After the birth of the baby, the birth of the placenta, at some point I had to get up to go to the bathroom, and yeah, they watch you real close, and your first pee is like your first victory, like, because your system just brought out the baby, so things are kind of messy in there. The bleeding is supposed to last for 3 weeks. Mine did actually last 3 weeks, and after I went for my 4-week checkup with my OBGYN, because they had to like look down there because of all the stitch. She did some things that made me start bleeding again, and I didn't even know why, but I called and they said it was normal. So when they're checking you after you've had a vaginal birth and you had stitches, in 4 weeks your stitches are supposed to be healed, so they go in there and check. Yes, and then they go in through the back and check. And then that's first check, second check, then the third check, they check the two at the same time. I'm telling you, like, they're inserting their, you know, fingers in there. And that was more terrifying to me than even birthing the baby, because I mean, I guess psychologically I just dealt with something huge coming out of me, so the idea of anything else going was So I had another 1 week of bleeding. Like, it totally stopped after the 3rd week, but right after I went for my 4th week OBGYN checkup, and they did all that inserting, whatever, then I bled again for another week. It was really heavy. I thought it was going to be more than a week, but it was a week and I was done. The stitches, oh my god, they hurt so bad. They hurt so bad. And when you're in the hospital, you don't really realize how much pain you're going through, because I mean, there's just so many emotions, and they're watching you, and they're coming like every 30 minutes to an hour or 2 hours to ask you what's your pain level out of 10. I was like 4 or 5. When I got home, my pain level was like 50 out of 10. Jeez, it was a lot, but I had a prescription that I was supposed to pick up, but I never got to pick it up, so I just used Motrin. I couldn't use Tylenol because it would get in my breast milk, so they said I could use Motrin, so I used Motrin when I felt pain. And also in my postpartum must-have, there are things that I used that helped me with the healing of the stitches and everything down there. So definitely check that video out as well. So yeah, the stitches, they hurt really bad, and something happened to me with my stitches. I don't know if you've ever seen like a stitch when somebody sews up something. When you're done sewing, the end of the thread you use, when you cut it after tying, when you cut it, there's just something, they poke out, you know. And for me, I'm not sure exactly what the thing she used to stitch me up was called, but it was supposed to be absorbed. Like, I didn't have to go back to take out any stitches, because whatever she used was supposed to get absorbed by my skin while it healed. Like, so the last part of where she tied, she didn't really cut it low, so it was poking me, yes, down there, so it hurts. Like, the last thing I'll talk about with my stitches and healing, and this one, I have to just thank my mom. Mommy, thank you so much for being here to help me through the whole thing. She made me sit like on top of hot water, like a bucket of hot water, so the steam, water and salt, Emerson salt or something like that, so the steam of the water could go there and heal. Hey, when I was taking a bath, in fact my first couple of baths, my mom gave me a bath. I don't know if that's African culture. If you know, please say in the comment section. Is that our culture? Is that our tradition? I don't even know. Me, I'm Yoruba, I'm Nigerian, and I'm African. And my mom, yeah, she gave me a bath the first few days after I had the baby. Going to do number 2. If you don't know what number 2 is, going to poop. Because I told you guys I'm going in with this video, like I'm going to be real and honest. Like I said when I talked about my tear, it was a 2nd degree tear, so it wasn't just skin, it was skin and muscles. So the muscles down there were just learning again how to work and what they were supposed to do. So number 2, in fact in the hospital, I think they check you after 24 hours or 48 hours or something, and they're supposed to see if you go number 2. I don't know, did I go number 2 in the hospital? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I think so, maybe a little bit. Part of the things they'll give you is stool softener. When they give you the stool softener, it really helps, because, I mean, just the idea that something's coming out, the pain you're going through enough won't even make you want to do number 2. Because, oh, you're taking number 2, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and then you're going, you're trying to do it, and you're like, oh, no, I can do this. And then I can do this, I can do this. Anyways, that was my experience. Another thing is your pelvic floor weakness, and I'm still experiencing that. Some people say it will never go away, but for me, in Jesus' name, it must go away. Like, things are just not normal down here. You just experience little leaking once in a while. I mean, like if you laugh too hard, if you sneeze too hard, if you cough, if you, I don't know, you can just experience leaks, like random little leaks. After the baby comes out, and maybe when you're doing skin to skin, it depends. Oh, me, I had a very hungry baby. She was hungry, like once she came out, she was hungry, so she needed to be fed, and I made up my mind that I was going to breastfeed her exclusively. So she latched, and she did take in some colostrum. So yeah, that was my first experience with breastfeeding. Once your milk comes in, I always wanted to know how it would feel like, but then after I felt like it, I was like, I don't want to know how it would feel like again. Oh my god, once your milk comes in, they get so hard. Your boobs become so hard. So that was another thing that I experienced, and it was nothing like I thought it would be. And something else that I've read about, but I didn't know the magnitude or gravity of this pain. When they're nursing and you start having contractions again, because your uterus is tightening, it's going back. Hey, they hurt. Do you know they hurt like contractions when you are giving birth, like the contractions you have when you are in labor? Yes, that's how badly they hurt. They hurt in the front, they hurt in the back, they hurt. Sleep. You know when they tell you sleep when the baby is sleeping, they're not kidding. Sleep. Leave everything else, because for me, I always thought about something. There'll be always, the truth is there'll be always something to do. There's going to always be something to do. But if you don't sleep when the baby is sleeping, when the baby wakes up, you have to be awake. So just sleep when the baby is sleeping. So those are some of the experiences I had postpartum after a vaginal birth, and I hope you found them useful. They're not funny at all. They're not funny at all when you're actually going through them, and I'm happy that I'm able to share my experience with you. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, thumbs up this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you again, and until next time, be the best version of you. Bye.